Wait, the company didn't send you?
No, I'm an Uber driver you hired a few days ago when you were drunk.
Uber X?
Uber Black.
Oh my god, I'm ruined.
If you're like me, you've probably spent a better part of your life watching shows like The Simpsons, Family Guy, American Dad, and Bob's Burger. We know all the jokes, we know all the laughing gags, but as an architecture student, something that always intrigued me was the houses. The houses aren't just backdrop, they don't just keep them warm. In most cases, they critique them and define their social standards in the individual society. Today, we're going to examine these architectural abodes and see what they say about the people who live in them.
Who the devil are you?
Don't panic, just come up with a good story. My name is Mr. Burns.
Let's start with the Simpson house at 742 Evergreen Terrace. This is arguably the most recognizable animated house. It's a classic take of a two-story suburban American dream house, built with wood sidings, an attached garage, and a really bright, almost unsettling color palette. It screams mass-produced suburban aspiration from the late 80s and the early 90s. It's the achievable, slightly run-down version of the American dream. A detached house, a large garden, and enough space for a family, even though I'm not really sure how home keeps up with the bills. I think it's universally understood as the American family home, or at least it was in the 80s. But for its iconic status, it's an architecture nightmare. And yes, I know it's a cartoon building, but it doesn't really matter. The floor plan is notoriously inconsistent, pretty much defying all logic. Rooms magically appear, the basement size changes all the time, and don't get me started on how Bart's treehouse even works. It's a house that serves the jokes of the animation, but clearly doesn't live to the standard of real-world physics. I wonder how much a house like that would go today. I feel like there must be someone out there who's done that, but it definitely is a version of the American dream. I don't know if it's the current version, but it was at the time. Let's move over to Quahog. Anyways, wherever the wherever the Griffins live, that's where we're going.
Not every strip is gonna be hilarious.
You know something, I could do better than these idiots.
It's old recipes, so I thought I'd make a special batch for the blood drive.
Well, I'm glad you did. These cookies are amazing.
Visually, that house immediately projects a different vibe to The Simpsons. Same level of... If anything, Homer probably has a more societally acceptable job than Peter, because Peter works in the brewery, but... Anyways.
Hi, Lois. It's a great morning, no matter how you slice it.
Yeah, I don't know what this is, Peter, but we're 4 months behind on our mortgage.
Well, that's odd. It's not like we're short on dough.
I'm taking the kids, and I'm staying at my parents' for a while.
That's the yeast of my concerns.
Internally, it's more logical than The Simpsons house, but it's still a bit absurd. I mean, Stewie has a lair somewhere in the whole house. The family's home is a large stage for their antics, showing that even a large stately home can contain pure chaos. Now to Langley Falls with the Smith family.
I was here before you. I'll be here long after you, Gucci Mane.
Gucci Mane, it's Klaus. You need to get to the studio right now.
Your girl wants me, Gucci Mane.
You're getting clowned, Gucci Mane.
American Dad is probably my personal favorite, but anyways, no bias though. So if you know American Dad, you know Stan works for the FBI? If you know American Dad, Stan works for the CIA, so I view the house a different way. It seems like a government-approved residence. Could be. I don't think there's been an episode where they've mentioned that. But it feels very put together. I mean, there's a whole US flag outside, USA. Anyways, so it's a bit stranger to the rest of the houses where I feel like they live in it, but they're being surveilled. It's meant to be very put together, but then even at that, they have a whole talking goldfish and an alien with an endless supply of clothes living in the attic. So it still has its chaos to it, even though it's meant to be more proper and put together, which I guess is a juxtaposition in the show, because you have this very respected job with the CIA, but the whole family is also just pure chaos, and their home also serves a purpose in that pure chaos. finally, the Belchers.
Order up.
What?
Huh?
What? Something wrong with the burger?
No, but it's fine. It's just, maybe you missed the mark with this one is all, you know? What?
What do you mean, Teddy?
I don't know, Bobby. Just tastes a little overdone and dry or something.
Overdone and dry, Teddy? You're just quoting the review.
No, I know. It's just now I have words to put to my tastes.
Will you get a mind of your own, Teddy? I mean, seriously, with your dead eyes.
What? My eyes aren't dead.
He's not dead.
No, I'm fine.
And you, Mort. What did I do?
Whatever!
This show breaks the mold in a typical family dwelling. Rather than a detached family house, it's a 3-story mixed-use apartment building where they have their family-owned independent restaurant, fast food, Bob's Burger on the bottom, and they live above the establishment. Watching this show, I noticed that the house is let to be bad. It's allowed to look a bit run down. It's allowed to look lived in, and I think that's also down to the fact that they're trying to show this working class family with their independent family fast food joint living above the house. It's meant to seem more honest, more relatable to the people watching it. I think it may also have to do with the time it was created, because Bob's Burger is the newest of the bunch. I think it came out in about 2010, and that was just like, what, 2 years after the financial crisis. Shout out Lehman Brothers. So I feel like it's a take on, the family finding their feet. They may not have everything put together, but they're doing what they can with what they have. The layout also makes so much sense. The restaurant or fast food downstairs is well established with the living space above. There isn't really any inconsistency, and I think that's because there isn't really any absurd thing like an alien or a talking goldfish. Ultimately, these animated homes aren't just places where people live. I think they tell a story of the time the shows were made, the needs of people at the time the shows were made, and just the reality on ground as to how people could relate to shows. When you look at The Simpsons, which came out in the late 80s and the early 90s, being able to buy the single detached family home was doable. It was something everyone could strive to and achieve, and it was just the norm. Right now, with the rise of houses around the world, a 3-story mixed-use residential building may just be what people need, because if they can run the business out of the same building they live in, it's cutting costs in a way, and that's what the Belchers do. So there's a few more animated houses out there, but I focus on these 4 because they're really long running and they're just entrenched in pop culture at this point. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think these houses are intentional in how they portray the lives of the characters that live in them, or it's all just a coincidence and they're just backdrops to the family's antics? If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, share, and like, and let me know what else you would like to see. I'll do some more architecture perspectives on random topics in the future. Bye.